All right, welcome to the Dad Project Kickstart. Now, I'm just going to give you a quick run through on what to expect over the next 30 days, how it's all going to fly, all that kind of jazz. But first of all, I want to thank you for joining in and having a go. So first and foremost, I'm going to run you through training schedule, nutrition, and then some little insights into what to expect. Okay, so training-wise, we've got 3 full body programs over the week. If you miss one, don't stress. Just try and get it in again somewhere throughout the week. It doesn't matter too much if you put these back to back. It is all okay. Just make sure, ideally, we want to have one rest day in between each. So day 1 is more upper body strength focus. So we've got dumbbell bench press and chin ups. There is an alternate exercise to that, which is lat pull downs. And then we've got Arnold shoulder press and incline rows, easy bar curls, Smith machine close grip bench press, and then some conditioning on the back of that, which is fan bike intervals. Then day 2 is a lower body strength day. So it's barbell high bar back squats or a leg press with hamstring curls. These are all supersets. So when they're paired like that, or like all of these, they're actually supersets. So you do them together. Then we've got Bulgarian split squats, supersetted with Romanian deadlifts. Let me know if you have any questions with any of these exercises, because there's always alternate exercises that we can do. Standing calf raises and banded plank rows, and then some conditioning of a row erg, 2 minutes on. Then we've got a full body metabolic session on the Friday. Or day 3. So trap bar deadlifts and weighted dips or push-ups, heels elevated goblet squats, chin-ups or inverted rows, farmer's walks and hanging knee raises or lying leg raises. And then we have a bit of a finisher, which is an AMRAP there. So that is the program. We want to, in between days, we just want to make sure we're active. So go for a quick walk or whatnot. Then this will progress over the 4 weeks. So you'll notice in week 1, it's 6 reps of each, and then 8, 8, 8. And then we just add a rep on each exercise, apart from the back end reps. Like the intervals, they go up a little bit, but not too much. But we're literally just adding a rep to each exercise. That way we got a nice steady progression forward. So let me know if you have any questions with that at all. More than happy to adjust and all that kind of stuff as well. Then we have some tasks. So we've got a meal plan in there, which, as we can see, this is, you've got 2 options. You've got option 1 or option 2. You can mix and match these. So you can go, okay, say for today, I want protein oats and a grilled sandwich, and then I want steak, eggs and chips and veg for dinner. So you can mix and match, just pick one or the other. And then for the snacks, we've got protein yogurt. And then on training days, I want you to have a protein shake, which is a whey isolate, nice clean whey isolate, 35 grams, 50 grams of rice bubbles to make sure that we're getting a good source of carbohydrates in quickly. That is a good clean source. As much as people say it's processed, it's delicious, and it'll get in quick. That's ideally what we're chasing. But on non-training days, you just take the protein shake out, and that will cover everything. So the total calories on a training day will come to 2,196 calories-ish, depending on, what source of meat you're getting in the other bits and pieces. And you can run off the macros. So if you prefer to go for just tracking macros, you can do that. Just don't track and go off this at the same time. It's one or the other. So hopefully that makes sense. Let me know. Everything is weighed raw, always. Otherwise, variations will be too much and too drastic if we weigh it cooked, because obviously the further you cook it, the more we can have in other bits and pieces. So you've got progress photos that need to be uploaded at the start of each week and the end of week 4. You also need to upload daily metrics, which is just your weight, sleep, and water. So weight, first thing in the morning, as soon as you go to the toilet, jump on the scales, preferably naked. That's weight, it's the most true weight. Sleep, record how many hours of sleep you get. and then water, how many litres of water you get for that day as well. The more we track, the more we can adjust things and be more predictable with the outcome. So that's that. Let me know if you do have any questions at all. That's in terms of the training schedule, the nutrition plan, all that kind of stuff. That's really where the money's made. I do want to touch on a bit of a topic that most people aren't aware of when you go through a transformation, is the emotional cycle of change. Now, there's 5 phases to the emotional cycle of change. There's stage 1, which is informed optimism. Now, this is where you're excited, you're super motivated, it's new, it's novelty, it's, the ants pants, you're ready to rock and roll. Then you go through stage 2, which is informed pessimism. Now, this is where reality sets in and doubt really starts to creep in, I guess you would say. As, life hits, essentially. The novelty's gone. Then we hit stage 3, which is valley of despair. Now, this is where the biggest emotional low will kick in, and many will quit. The reason being is it starts to get uncomfortable. It starts to really, just not be enjoyable anymore, I guess you would say, to a degree, depending on. Now, we can speed this up and really get over these stages quite quickly. The more you're consistent, the more you're really dialing things in, and the more you're putting effort in. Then we go to stage 4, which is informed optimism. Now, this is where progress really starts to feel real. We're starting to feel good, energy's starting to creep up, and your confidence really grows. Now, this is the sign of things are gelling, all right? These stages you may even feel like you skip stage 2 and 3 if you're putting in the work, you're communicating with me or your coach, and, things are just gelling well, because results will really start to kick in quite quickly. So the more you put in, the more you get back. Then stage 5 is success and fulfillment. And that's where, your energy's good. Results are happening. You're starting to really achieve what you've, set out to achieve. And it's always good to teach clients about this, or people about this, because it's a real thing. People just get to stage 2 and 3 and go, fuck, this is not for me. It is. It's just a matter of just hold tight. Hold tight. You'll come out the other side. The results will start to show, and then away you go. So usually, like this says, most people will quit and repeat 1 to 3. So they'll start that new thing. They'll start that new thing. They'll start that new thing, and always stay in that hamster wheel cycle. We've got to keep pushing through, and then success starts to show. And that goes for anything at all. So just expect those emotional sort of markers, I guess you would say. Refer back to this always. The first 30 days, or this first 30 days, will show you that, just what you can do. The first 30 days is where, if you dig the heels in, it sets you up for the rest of your life, essentially. So this is chapter 1, then chapter 2, then chapter 3, but you've got to get through chapter 1 first, just to be able to continue on forward. So success will leave clues. Your weight will drop. You'll start to feel good about yourself, and energy will come up. Confidence will be there. Blah, 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 blah. All the good things are happening. What happens if you don't follow through, and the consequences of that, you stay stuck in that same cycle, literally 1 to 3. So success and people who do really well, everything in whatever you go through in life, in terms of business, life, transformations, whatever it may be, success will leave clues. So, and the biggest one for that is just hard work, getting out. Hang on, I'll start again. Hard work you put in you get out what you put in, words, and the bottom line is enjoyment. If you're not enjoying it, let me know. I'm more than happy to adjust things and keep you moving forward, because we all do things we enjoy and will continue for. I play hockey. I enjoy it. That's my sport. I like playing golf. I like hanging out with the kids, running around with the kids, all that kind of stuff. But I also like enjoy eating good foods as well. So it's just a matter of like understanding what you enjoy and rolling with that. If you don't like something, you don't have to do it. There's a million ways to do things. So anyway, enough of my dribble. Welcome aboard. Let's get stuck in. Let's have a good crack. And if you have any questions at all, let me know.